so sorry about that. I was talking away. So sorry about that. I thought I turned it on, but apparently I did not. I turned it off, obviously. So there was that. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so what I was saying while my volume was off was that so I just walked in the door, so doing these on the half hour, it's not gonna work for me because I'm hungry and I want to eat dinner. So I'm gonna have to do them. So next week I'll do them like at 7, but then I think I'm working till 7 the weeks after that. So I will be doing my lives at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So just heads up. I did start my new job. Yes, I started it. When was my first day? Was it yesterday? Yeah. I started it yesterday. So I've been in training. I have been learning more than I ever wanted to know about taxes, but probably should have known. So which is why I'm just walking in the door, because I get off at 6. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a bit of a stressful time job hunting, but I have one now. I just need to make sure it's still a mess, but it's just gonna be a mess. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? How is everybody tonight? How have you been? All right, I'm starting on the blue. So what I made last week is just the collar, and the link is below for the pattern that we're working on. I didn't do anything in between because I wanted to start on the next part with you guys. But we are making, I think it's the La Di Da dog sweater. Yep, La Di Da dog sweater. It's a Yarn Inspirations free pattern. There is also a tutorial, and that's also linked down below. That's on, I believe, it's either on the Yarn Inspirations channel or the Crochet Crowd channel. So let me pull this out here. I'm not certain which one, but it is linked down below. I just can't recall. I think it's Crochet Crowd, but I'm not absolutely positive. All right, so let me take this and pull this up here. All right. So the next part that we do, body row 1, right side, working in end of rows, chain 1, single crochet in each row across, turn. Okay. So chain 1 and then into the side of each row, we're going to single crochet. Ooh, this yarn is squeaky. It's squeaky. Hey, Maribel, so nice to see you. Hello, feeling better? Oh, you got your voice back. Yay. I remember when I lost my voice for months. I still get a little scratchy sometimes. Ro, you forgot to give me a drink? So hey, anybody making the dog sweater with me? If you're not making the dog sweater, then what are you making? I'd love to know. Oh my Lord, this is very squeaky. That's weird because the white is not as squeaky.
What did you do, mister?
Working on a shawl from a vintage wool ease band. Oh, band ball or ball band. That's cool. Using cream cotton blend. Ooh, I love it. So sad it's just the cream cotton blend is so sad it's discontinued. But you have enough of the cream cotton blend to make what you want though, right? Hey Judy, how are you? Adia is I have a knitted Afghan oh, so you're working on a knitted Afghan commission. Very, very cool. Love it. Love the commissions. Always nice to do what you love and get paid for it all at the same time. Right? Oh, okay, okay. So you'll see as you go along. Do you know how much of how many yards you have of the ice cream cotton blend, or is I just don't know if you have the bands on those or if it's like a mill end. Yeah, exactly, right? Yup. Always nice to get paid. um but yeah, so those of you, if you're just coming in, I'll repeat it, and if you guys please don't get annoyed with me repeating myself. I just want to make sure everybody knows. I was going to try and do my lives 30 minutes after I get off of work, but that really doesn't leave me enough time to get home or stop and run an errand if I need to, have a little something to eat. Oh, so you have 750 yards. Okay. Get a little something to eat, and or or even if I stay a few minutes behind, which happened today. So it doesn't leave much time for anything. So on the half hour is not going to work. So next week my lives will start at 7 p.m. and then the following week likely it will be at 8 p.m. until the end of the tax season. Which then my hours will cut back and I can go back up to 7 p.m. unless everybody likes the 8 p.m. Oh, Patty's working on a horse stuffy. And hey, Patty, how are you? Cool. Is the horse stuffy for somebody, or is it for you? I mean, is it for somebody other than you, or is it for you? That sounds really cool, by the way. Okay, so I'm single crocheting into the side of each row as I start on the body part of the dog sweater. So, and what I'm using to make this dog sweater. You can use any 4-weight yarn. What I am using is Big Twist. What is it called? Big Twist Sparkle Twinkle. Big Twist Twinkle. That's what I am using. And I'm almost done with the first row. Sorry if you heard me knock that. Oh, so you put up a yarn review today on the Big Twist Flex. Oh, cool. Okay. And I've seen where that's a new yarn that's come out. So, cool. I can't wait to see that. I'm going to have to go check that out because I would love to know how that yarn is. Okay, so Patty says the horse stuffy is going to be a birthday present. And as soon as I get the horse finished, we'll make a doll with a cow or horse girl outfit. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Oh, I can't wait to you please post pictures of that either on the Discord or on our Facebook, if you're on Facebook, or our Facebook whatchamacallit. All right, so I have made the row. So for the first row for the body. All right, so the next step it says so those were 1, row 2, chain 1, work 1. Wait a minute, that's if you're doing a small. I'm making a medium, so I have to work 2 single crochet in the first single crochet, 2 in the next single crochet in the next, repeat from across from the star. Okay, so since I'm making a medium, I need to do 2 single crochet in 1 in a row, and then 1, and then 2 okay. So Chain 1. I always turn after I chain. All right, so I need to do in the first 2 stitches, I need to do 2 single crochets. And then the next 2, I need to do 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in the next one, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2, and then so on until I get to the end. Judy's primary. Hi, Amy. It was good. My brain is getting stuff full, but it's good. It was good. It was nice to go to work. Kitty says, well, I'm going to have to start saving money for a Furls Odyssey hook now, right? Yes. Birthday. Judy says, primarily working on blankets for the grandkids, which is cool. I love that. So how many blankets do you have to make for the grandkids? I love this, the blue big twist twinkle yarn. It's so pretty. Then 2. And then 1. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty good. Everybody's super duper nice. I had somebody, I didn't know who she was in the company, but I had someone, I gotta get the scissors. Give me a second. Yesterday, she volunteered to me that she loves working for the company, and she's been with the company for 8 years. And come to find out today, she does housekeeping. So she keeps the place, the building tidy for the rest of us that work in the building. But it was really nice to hear that from somebody who's been there for 8 years. It's always wonderful to hear that. But she says it's a wonderful company to work for. And everybody that I met so far has been super duper nice. So I've been really enjoying it. I'm working apart from the rest of the group. I wanted to see where I was at and I need to do 2 single crochet in this next stitch. Because I'm playing catch up. But next week I will be with the rest of my training group. And I think a majority of my training group is going to be on the same shift as me. From what I can tell, from what I'm learning about when you can see who's clocked in and stuff like that, and the teams. They scared me with those big scissors, right? These are awesome. I wanted to get some nice fabric scissors because I was having problems cutting pom-poms with the other scissors that I had. I had a cheap pair of scissors. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to splurge. I'm going to get me a nice pair of scissors as I'm waving around, scaring Amy. And hey, Amy King, how are you? And yeah, thanks, Amy. I really like that. I thought that was pretty awesome. Oh, you have to do 7. You have 2 done. So is this going to be like for Christmas next year, Judy, or is it going to be, or is it for something just throughout the year you're going to be giving them to them? Yeah, no dual scissors on pom-poms or cheap scissors either, because it was a brand new set of scissors I was trying to cut pom-poms with. It was a pair of Westcott cheap scissors from Walmart. Nope, don't work. Does not work. Hey, Jessica, how are you? So nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us today. Those of you just coming in, what are you working on? Are you working on the dog sweater or are you working on something else? I am working on the dog sweater because I needed to start another project. Like I needed another hole in my head. Right? What scissors did I cut the pom-poms with? I'm in the market for new ones. These aren't, they aren't cheap, but they're worth it. I mean, they're not crazy expensive. So I just got them from Walmart. It's Fiskars. It's says on there easy action, but they're considered sewing scissors, which is why it has this flat, or cloth scissors, whatever. But yeah, so they lock closed, and they have a spring to keep them open, and then you just chop with them. And then I can lock them closed with this. But these were, I think, $15. But I absolutely needed them. Hey, Kathy. Hi. Kathy says, I've been trying to get my stats up on Ravelry all day, so I know what the heck I have. Hey, that's awesome. Are you going to be able to, are you going to keep up with that? Or I've kind of halfway done the stash thing, but I will probably revisit that when I have another place and I can have my stash all in one place, because it's kind of spread out all over right now. I wish I could just scan the UPC code on the yarn ball, or skein, or whatever, donut, whatever it is, and then get it added in that way. But of course things don't work like that, right? I'm glad that they make it to where you can do a database, right? Oh, Kim doesn't have a dog. Hey, you know what? You've got enough going on with your kiddos, and that's okay. You don't have to have a dog. And even if you have a dog, you don't have to do the dog sweater. That's just what was chosen. So that's what I'm making. And yeah. Hi, Divergent Crafter. How are you? Okay, so you're giving them, Judy's giving them the blankets as she finishes them. That's awesome. I love that. Jessica's working on her corner to corner blanket, which is cool. Yes, the UPC code. That's what I'm trying to think of. Thank you, Kim. Divergent Crafter started a mosaic crochet blanket today since I'm homesick. Started Tenna's Montana. Ooh, nice. Yeah, right. Scanning would be so much better. I started a database with my Magic the Gathering cards. I used to have a ton more, but I've lost them in moves, so I only have a little bit now. But they have an app that I can it just uses my camera, and I hover it over the card, and it adds it to my database. So easy to do, crazy easy. I love it. And then it also gives you the value of your cards and stuff like that, if they're valuable at all, which mine are not, because they're all new. If I wouldn't have lost my cards that I had before, then I would have had some that were very valuable, in fact, but I don't. So not anymore. Kathy says, Kim, your cats don't want sweaters. My cats would probably murder me if I attempted, except for maybe Ipit. Ipit may not, but if I attempted to put sweaters on them, they would probably murder me. My kittens would plot imminent demise if I put that on them. Exactly. Jet, hi Jet. That's what my husband said. It would be perfect for inventory to scan the barcode. Yes. I think everybody agrees. If we could just scan a label and just have it in there, it would be amazing. But that's probably very hard for them to set up, especially with how much yarn is out there. And Michelle says, I love this brand of scissors for my sew projects. Yeah, I would probably share these with my daughter if she was sewing right now, but she's not. So they are just used for yarn. And I put them away so that they don't get used for anything else. I have cheap scissors for paper. Amy says to Kim, you're better off just giving him a ball of yarn. Yes, although it's yarn can be very bad for kitties. So I have to put them away and have to be very careful with that, which I know Kim, yeah, and they do that on their own. They will. I've had to take yarn away from my kitties. Divergent Crafter says some stores should connect with Ravelry. I agree. Or even if not stores, then the brands of yarn, like Lion Brand, Yarn Inspirations, and then forward them the UPC so that they can add it up and do the database. That would be amazing if they just worked with them. Connect with Ravelry, you get it in the app, the ability to scan a UPC code or to read. Yes, I absolutely agree. That and that would probably make their life much easier, because otherwise they would have to manually enter the data. So where am I at on this? I think I need to do 2 in the next one. All right. Adia says, I'm starving, friends. Got to go eat something. I'll keep the live playing. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry too, but I am going to wait. Yeah, we don't want them harmed, Amy, right? Exactly. I agree. Stores have a hard enough time keeping their own inventory straight. And I don't know how hard that would be, because is it a different UPC for each ball of yarn, you know? Is it a different UPC? I'd have to look at that. Or is it the same UPC per, yarn style and colorway? I think it's a different UPC per ball of yarn. I don't know though. I do not know. My yarn room does not have a door. Yes. So I have told Rowan this. So my yarn room and YouTube room will not allow any animals in it. That way I have less concerns about fur getting all over my yarn, and I can leave it open and not have everything bagged up. So yeah. Divergent Crafter says, I mean, honestly, some people would probably pay a small fee to be able to get be that organized. Yes, that is true. That is true. Because then you can go in and just say you pick a project. It would be so, and I don't know if Ravelry already links this, because I haven't put stuff in my database, but say you pick a project on Ravelry, and you can go into the project and like have a link to go and look at what yarns that you have available that would work with that pattern. I mean, that would be amazing. And then you just click it and it removes it from your inventory. Amy says, I don't know. I don't use Ravelry. I have used it, but not to the extent. I could use it a lot more. Same UPC for brand, yarn, and color. Okay, so it is the same UPC. I didn't know. Thanks, Kathy, for letting me know that. And Divergent Crafter says the same thing. I think UPC only changes with colors, locations, and stores. And hi, Lisa. Is Lisa Divergent Crafter? I'm sorry and I'm sorry if you've told me your name before. I will remember it at some point. Like, I know Redneck Crafter is Michelle. And of course I know Affordably Crafty is Kim. And you guys, look, see, I don't wear makeup normally during the day, and I did not even have time to put some eyebrows on, at least, and maybe wake up my eyes a little bit with a little eyeliner. Not sure if that made sense. Different colors will have different ones, but every ball of the same type and color will have the same UPC. Makes total sense, Kathy. Yes, Ravelry will show you what is in your stash and suit your pattern. So it does do that already. See, that would be, oh my gosh, maybe I do need to start putting in there. Manufacturers' UPCs don't usually vary by location. Okay. So Ravelry, it's Ravelry, is a website that has discussion boards and then a bunch of other stuff. You can buy patterns and stuff like that, but it's dedicated to knitting and crochet. So basically the yarn arts. And so there's special discussion boards you can get in, and groups and stuff like that. You can buy patterns on there. You can get free patterns on there. You can create a database of your stash. You can there's a lot of stuff that you can do. If you want to sell patterns, you can sell patterns on there, and actually you get more of the money from selling a pattern on Ravelry than you would on Etsy. Just to let you know, because Etsy takes a lot more of the percentage than Ravelry does, and Ravelry pays direct to PayPal. And Divergent Crafter. Oh, Crystal. Okay, I can call you DC. Okay, Crystal. And thank you, Kim, for posting that link. I appreciate it. So, and by location, she means USA versus Canada, etc. Yeah, that would make sense, especially if pay is different. And also, I'm sure Canada has their own, their own system of, the stores have their own UPCs be different and stuff like that. So, all right, I am done with row 2 of my little dog sweater for my little dude. This is for a little dude, and this is size medium, by the way. Now, I do tend to crochet tightly, but it's still for a small dog, and I would suspect the large is not what some of us think of as large. I'm just letting you know. It's probably up to like 20 pounds, I would imagine, or maybe 25, 30 pounds. My little dude is 15 pounds. So, and the small would not work on him. All right, so the next step in my pattern, row 3, chain 1, single crochet in each single crochet across. And then at the end of row 3, that's when I changed to my other color. Now in the pattern picture, it shows 3 different colors. I'm only going to be using 2. I'm just doing the blue and white. So I'll just be switching back and forth between blue and white. Okay, so I'm only going to do 1 single crochet in everything. I'm not increasing on this row. I think that's right? Row 3. Yeah, not increasing. Okay. Okay, so yes, Judy can read patterns. I would go check out Ravelry. It's amazing. It's an amazing site, and so many free patterns there, or patterns to purchase. There's a lot of beautiful work there. One of my favorite shawl patterns, which I bought, it looks like a fall leaf, but I haven't made it yet because it's a lot more complex than I originally thought. I like easy. I do. Although I guess this pattern that I'm working on right now, I think it's easy, but I guess with the color changes, some people wouldn't like it as much. Kim says, "Okay, have fun on Ravelry. See you in a week." Right? Right? It is a rabbit hole. Absolutely is a rabbit hole. So everybody, how has your week been? I know we're at the end of the week. Anybody have anything especially good or especially bad that happened to them that they want to talk about? For me, I started a job. I haven't worked since the first week in August, and I finally started a job. Which is nice. It'll be nice to get a paycheck. Although I do still need to call the unemployment office and get things straightened out with that because they still owe me some money. And I would like to get all that they owe me. Even though I have a job now, I still am owed what for the weeks that I didn't work. Because that's what unemployment's for. I pay my taxes. And I'm learning all about taxes. I'm learning so much about taxes. Yeah. But she says I'm doing pretty well. And honestly, I'm learning about a software piece, how to navigate through a piece of software. And I've always been one of those people, if you put some software in front of me, I'm going to figure it out. That's just how I roll. So, hopefully that helps me moving forward because it is a lot of information. I am so far I'm enjoying it. I think I'll enjoy it more once I get in the swing of it and really get in my groove, which will probably be like 2-3 months down the road. Probably as the tax season is ending, I'll be like, okay, I feel good about this now. and then I'll be in the learning season again. So we'll see how that goes. But I enjoy learning something new. And of course, this is something that's going to help me because it's all about taxes. I work for Drake Software, and it is a tax preparation, or it's a tax software, but it's more for tax preparers as opposed to the individual tax person. So it's not like tax cut or anything like that. It's more tax preparers. So, for tax preparers. So, the people that I'll be talking to are tax preparers that are running into, they're stuck or something's happening and they need help navigating the software. Kim says, in the middle of deep cleaning my craft space. Ooh, fun. At the moment, about 50% done. Are you having fun with that, Kim? That can be both daunting and exhilarating all at the same time. So, how are you feeling about that, Kim? Michelle said, had a cold and caught the stomach bug. Oh my gosh. Ah, so if you got a stomach bug, so say you have to throw up and stuff, that also clogs up your nose. So you probably are having so many problems breathing out of your nose. It's so miserable. I'm sorry, Michelle. Oh, Amy said, just had a busy week at work and watching lives, videos to unwind at the end of the day. Yes. I am starting to understand that. I am starting, and the fact that I work outside of the home now, I go to bed earlier, because it used to be that I worked 9 to 6 before, but I could just roll out of bed at 8:55 and then come to work and be here on time. Whereas now I need to like put thought into it, so I get up, I have like 2, 3 alarms going in the morning. So my first alarm goes off at 7, and then I actually get out of bed around 7:30, and then I leave my house by 8:30 so I can make sure I can be at my job, which is only 15 minutes away, but just in case, I'm at my job in plenty of time by 9. um yeah, I'm one of those people. But you guys, oh my gosh, I've been taking so many notes, I'm getting hand cramps. I'm getting hand cramps from taking so many notes because I haven't written so much in so long. But it helps me remember things when I write things down, and then I remember it a little bit better. So I take so many notes. I even have like bookmarks on my notes. Um, I should take a picture of that one day and show you guys my little bookmarks and stuff. Judy says, great, thank you. And the wall behind Kim's seat is awesome. See, oh, I need to go and look at that, you guys. And I have been so focused on all this stuff that I've been catching up on my TV shows, and I haven't caught up as much on my Yarny Friends videos like I need to. But I do want to go check out that yarn review. I absolutely want to check out that yarn review. Hello, just got home from happy hour. Ooh, yum, after work. Hey, you got my kind of work friends. Yes. I love it. Okay, so actually I need to change my yarn color here to white. That's the only bad thing about this pattern that I'm doing, you guys, is you're gonna have some ends to weave in. But I think the end look is totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, turn. Crocheting before dinners is my happy hour. I love that. I love it. Although I need to do crochet after dinner because, I get a little hangry. Just a little hangry. But I like get a good drink on. I like to get a good drink on. You guys know I love my beer. But if I'm doing happy hour, I may be looking at getting some gin and tonics instead of beer. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows what I would decide? I haven't been to happy hour in so long because I moved here and was working from home, and I know nobody here. So now I'm gonna, meet people here. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the next line on that. This is where I'm at now. I'm on I think row 4 of the body. So I'm starting on the next color, and you're going to start to see the spike stitches, so you can see where it goes down into the blue, which is neat because, you know, as you, this part right here where the blue you did on the band, the neck band, it looks like it's like a little bit of a spike stitch, just with the nature of how it worked with the neck band. So it kind of still follows that pattern, which is neat. All right, let me look and see. So rows 4 and 5, you work rows 1 and 2 of the pattern. So you do that again. Okay. All right, after I do these next 2 rows, I may have to go and check and see what Mikey did, because so does that mean then we start for the divide for the leg openings right then? It might be, because it looks like from the picture it's only 2 colors. So yeah, it might be. Okay. All right, so row 1, I chain 1. Why does it look like I don't know. Anyway, okay, so working in end rows, chain 1, single crochet in each row across. Okay. Alrighty, let me cut. And I got to look at the chat. I'm sorry, I was off chat because I was looking at the thing. So it doesn't do a spike stitch. I thought it did. Maybe it does later on in the body, but I got to cut the blue yarn. All right, that's done. And I'm only going to work the next 2 rows, but it's already like 7:10, so 20 minutes, and then I'll just chat with you guys. All right, let me see. That's a cool stitch. Haven't seen it before. Yeah, I thought it did a spike stitch, but it's not the way that has it described. It doesn't have it. So far, I'm just doing single crochets across, but I seem to remember doing some sort of spike stitch, like it dropped down into the row below, but it's not telling me to do that in what I'm doing right now. So I don't know, maybe I'm remembering wrong. So it's a yarn inspirations. The pattern wasn't created by Mikey or Crochet Crowd, but he does have the tutorial for it. Which is, how half of what Mikey has is like that. So so there is a tutorial on I think it's Crochet Crowd. I have a link below along with the written pattern. See, I've had a circle of life day. Went to a coworker's baby shower this morning. Another coworker's mother's wake this afternoon, and happy hour was to celebrate a retirement. Oh my goodness, you did. Wow. Did you work it all today? Because that was a lot of like social events going on. I'm sure you worked in the middle. I know you did. I know you're a hard worker. But yeah, Amy, I know it was nice that I was able to find a tutorial, because I'm going to have to go and check out the tutorial. And just to make sure I'm understanding the pattern, which I do that sometimes. I asked you that question in your next thing. You said, I still got loads of work done, believe it or not. But probably because you were hardcore focused, because you had all those events that you like hardcore focused when you were working and were able to get a lot done. Sometimes when your day you have like a crunch day, you tend to get more done. At least that's been my experience. Hi, Sylvia. So nice to see you. Hello. Says, good afternoon. What are we making? Can you tell me what colors and explain how to do the stage, because I'm legally blind. Hi, everybody in the chat. So Sylvia, I am on, we are making the La Di Da dog sweater. I started it last week, and we started with the neck portion. And then today I started on the body portion. So the body portion is single crochets as you go across. and I did read off the instructions earlier that as I was working it, because there was one row of increases. The colors that I'm using a white big twist twinkle yarn, and then the next row, the first body row, I'm using a blue big twist twinkle yarn, and then I've switched back now again into the next color, and I'm just going to be switching back and forth between the white big twist twinkle yarn and the blue big twist twinkle yarn. Now the pattern calls for 3 colors. I just chose to do 2 instead of 3. And there is a tutorial. It is linked in my in the description below. I don't know if somebody can help you with that, but it is linked in the description below. But it is the La Di Da dog sweater. And if you do a search on YouTube, you'll find it pop up with one of Mikey's tutorials. Okay, so I need to do row 1 again, and that's just single crochets as we go across. So just some single crochets all the way across, not increasing on this round. Oh, I forgot to bring this in. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll have to go back and feed it in anyway. And I'll probably this afternoon go ahead and feed in my ends here, so I don't have so many hanging off while I'm working on this, right? And I've made this sweater before. And if you look at where I posted the announcement for this project on my community tab, I added a picture of my dog Killer. He's my little silky terrier, my old man. I posted a picture of him in the sweater that I made for him, which was originally like fall colors. I loved it. I actually used Super Saver, which I barely own any more of, but I just went to Walmart and grabbed some yarn. And the dog cares a lot less about it being Super Saver than I do. He's got hair, so it's not exactly or fur. Well, he's a silky terrier. It's more like wiry hair than I do. So I don't. He doesn't try to itch when it's on. So I don't think it's that itchy. But yeah. Oh, does it look black through the camera? It is very dark, but it's actually a blue. Let me show you. And my lighting is not that great with this camera, but let me show you. Pull out the screen here and see if you can see it. It's a dark blue, but with a bright blue. See, can you see the blue a little bit better? So it is a dark blue, and then a brighter blue in the twinkle part. The tinsel that's running through it is like a brighter blue. And it says it's not well written. It's not a well written pattern to me. Missing stuff I just had to make up. I think that's why I visit the video. It helps. It is an older pattern, I think, of theirs. I think Yarn Inspirations is outputting some better patterns, but yeah. But that's why I go and do the video. You see the blue now? Okay, Amy. I had to weave in my ends on my blanket because it was looking like fringe. Yes. And it gets in the way sometimes if you keep leaving it hanging. I also skip the crab stitch. I don't like how it turns out when I do it. Oh, that's okay. I understand that. I don't even remember doing the crab stitch when I first did it. I may have just made up a stitch. So you use the ends to sew it together. See, that's brilliant, actually. And that's a good point. That's a really good point, Lori. I think I'm going to have to do that. Although I already put one of my ends here. Hey, Joy, how are you doing today? Oh, hey, hello. I don't know. I was trying to sing a song, but it wasn't coming out right. I was thinking more of the one, the good night, farewell. Are we to say goodbye? The one from Sound of Music. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry, I had to issue commands. Uh, Boy, those ends can really be a pain. Yes, they can, Judy. I agree. They can be a pain. I see more in like mosaics and stuff like that, and this is why I tend to not do things that have a lot of color changes, but I kind of love things with a bunch of color changes too. So I just need to get over my aversion to ends and do, work a little bit at a time, weave some ends in, work a little bit at a time, weave some ends in, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. What is my favorite go-to yarn? If you're talking like basic yarns, I do like Walmart mainstays, but my favorite basic yarn is Big Twist. I even like it better than I Love This Yarn. The Big Twist is my favorite basic yarn. As far as just favorite overall yarns that I would buy, even if you're talking a little bit more premium, not really premium, but not a basic yarn. Unforgettable is, I love Red Heart's Unforgettable. I also absolutely love Loops and Threads Charisma. That's a chunky yarn. That's a size 5 yarn, I believe. Absolutely love that one. And the mandala tweeds, but I think they're discontinuing that because I haven't really seen any new colors, and I think they're down to only one color left on their website. So the mandala tweeds, the Line Brand mandala tweeds. I do also like the mandala, the 3-weight, the original mandala 3-weight. It's not as soft as some of their yarns, but with it being a 3-weight, I really like it, especially for making like baby blankets. Someone just says, sorry I'm late. I had a medical emergency. Oh my goodness. And now sporting a catheter and have an MRI tomorrow. Please pray. Not sure I can go through this again. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Everybody lift her up in your thoughts and prayers. Please. I hope that you get the best outcome possible. Because I know that, yeah, I understand. So, and you said not ready to go through this again. So, this is a revisiting of something that you've had before. Is it cancer? I hope not. I really, regardless, I will lift you up in my thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Joy is ready for a trip. Ready for a trip? Oh no, cautequina and back surgery. Oh, I am so sorry. Wow. I know back surgery is no joke, and I didn't even have like, when I had my back surgery, it was to remove a tumor. They had to cut a chunk out of one of my spinal cords, but that was the extent of it. But the muscles, the healing in the muscles are still very tight. Why? Because I did not do my PT like I was supposed to. But learn my lesson there. But still, I mean, regardless, it's not easy. Back surgery is not easy at all. Healing from it, recovering. Oh, you're definitely in my thoughts and prayers. And please let us know. Let us know. Give us an update. You can give us an update either in on my Discord channel, which it's linked down below. The Discord channel, you can get to it. It's linked down below. My hair's still crazy, golly. Or you can also post us an update in Facebook if you are a part of the Facebook group. Thank you. If they have to, it would be the third one. Wow. Wow. It's not an easy thing. Wow. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to have to look up that condition. I've never heard of it. But I'll look it up. Wow. Okay. All right. You know what? Yeah. And I say post us an update. We just want to know because we care about you and we want to know how it is. But take care of you first. Okay. And if that means that you need to disconnect for a little while because of the stress, then you do you. Okay. Please. We just want to know how you're doing. That's all. That's the only reason why I asked for an update. Please don't stress yourself out about it. Please don't. You guys, we are at the 6-minute mark. I am on my last row that I'm going to do for tonight. This is how it's looking so far. That's what I've got so far. And it's going around like this, but eventually it's going to go kind of like this, right? So, oh, where am I at on this? Hang on. Is that? Okay, I need to do 2 in this one. I lost where I was at. Watch it. Yes, doing this gives you less stress. Yes. Can you crochet? I know your back is in pain, but are you able to crochet? Because sometimes your pain like that gets so great that you can't really move as much. But are you able to crochet? And anyway, so we are at the 5-minute mark now, and just a heads up, I'm going to repeat some of the stuff I said at the beginning. I did find today, well, I actually figured it out yesterday, but I had already scheduled for today. I will not be doing my lives on the half hour. It's just too much for me to get home and sit down in front of you. And because I really need to have dinner before I come on and everything. So instead, it'll be on the hour. I've already scheduled next week. And next week you'll see is scheduled at 7. So the two lives I'm doing next week on my own are going to be at 7. Now, starting the following week, it's likely going to be at 8 because I'll be starting to work till 7 until the end of the tax season. After the tax season is over, then I'll move it back up to 7 unless we all like the 8 o'clock time slot. And we are this weekend on Saturday. We are doing Yarn Girls Live, and it is the community episode. So be sure to join us. We would love for you to join us on the live. I will be posting the link during the live so you can come up and join us. We will bring on 2 people at a time, and if we get a line, then I'll limit people to 1 minute, not 1 minute, 15 minutes, and then I'll bring on the next person. And if we don't get a line, then anybody can stay on for as long as they want. So that's going to happen this weekend. We are still on Saturday at 5 p.m. But starting, it might be not next week, but the week after that, we are going to move to Fridays. We might actually move to Fridays the following week. Because I may have to make a road trip on Saturday. So anyway, that's where things are at. Things are already on the schedule through this Saturday, through next Tuesday. And so you can see kind of what time things are at. But just things are going to shift until I get settled in my job hours. Hey, Addie, welcome back. Oh, you're finishing up an order tonight. Awesome. I'm so glad. Will I finish this by next week? No. I probably will do now we're gonna do the legs next week. So I will not be working extra on it because I kind of want to do the legs with you guys. But the following once we get past the legs, I may work a little bit extra, so that we don't spend like 8 months on this one thing, because I really don't get much done. I'm not as quick as Ginger on getting work done, on crocheting. So more than likely I'll do some in between, and then but I want to do the legs with you guys, and the legs start next week. Yeah, so I think Amy's talking to Sandra about giving an update on yarn hookers. Wherever you want to do the update, please, we would love to get your update, as long as you don't get stressed about it. Hey, Robert, so nice to see you. And I just want to say thank you for the happy mail if you are in here. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, Robert got a happy mail, and he is thanking whoever sent it if you're in the live. So that's wonderful. Hi, Lisa. Oh, you guys, you're popping on, and I'm leaving in like 2 minutes. I'm logging off in like 2 minutes. Give me 1 second. She is crazy fast, and I am not. Oh, thanks, Judy. Judy says, "Do we all have thumbs up?" So yes, if you guys recall, if you think of it, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you've enjoyed this live. I appreciate it so much. And just so you guys know, for any YouTubers that you watch, commenting on the video and leaving a thumbs up or even a thumbs down, although we don't like the thumbs down as much, but and commenting positive or negative, even though we prefer positive over negative, but there's always constructive criticism. But that kind of engagement really helps the YouTubers get that kind of information in front of other people that are like you, so that kind of view the same things that you view. And so that it really just helps with the algorithm, just so you know. And so yeah, if you enjoy it, please make sure you do a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I was making salad and listening in the kitchen. Well, I appreciate it, Lisa. Thank you so much. Robert said, "It's okay. I had to come and say hi because I've been in too much pain from my trips." Yeah, I thought, because you've had a lot of trips and stuff. So I can't wait for you to get your procedure done next month. You're at about less than a month out, right? Oh, and you guys, Robert is only 7 away from 100 subscribers. If you haven't gone and checked out Robert's channel, please, it's Hooked to the King. But if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Do a search for Hooked to the King, and you will find it. I promise you. And Michelle says, "Bye, y'all. Jam getting out of here, getting tired out." Oh, you're getting tired out. Oh. And thank you for hitting that like button, Amy. I appreciate it. Jessica says, I have no idea how any of you get as much done as you do. I barely have time to crochet. I understand that feeling. 4 weeks and 6 days away, so just over a month. Okay. Yeah. I know you'll feel better when you get that done. I know you will. I know that's tough. All right, you guys, but it is 7:31, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out for the night. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Feel free to join us on other platforms. There are, for Yarn Hookers and for Hook to the Left, there are links down below to our Facebook groups as well as Discord. We're I need to get a little bit more active on the Discord again, but I'm definitely active in the Facebook groups. And please post if you're in the Discord. Don't hesitate to post. I love to see what you're working on. I love to hear funny clips and stuff like that. So please don't hesitate to post. All right, you guys, everybody have an amazing evening. And thank you all again so much for being here. Bye. Mwah.